Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature came out in July, and now we're getting Sims 4 Adventure Awaits, the third expansion pack this year. However, now there are rumors that this could be the last expansion pack Sims 4 sees, at least for a while. Now, this report is by Sims Community, and I'm sorry I haven't been as quick or good at investigating as usual, but this is the start of the school year. I have doctor's appointments and all kinds of things, so thanks so much for understanding. Now, with that said, I will be clear, Sims 4 Adventure Awaits does interest me personally. I feel like the gameplay items have so much potential, and I do trust the team to some degree that is producing it. At the same time, I do believe The Sims 4 should not be getting so many expansions a year. I would say one is plenty, and even this, I would say you could add some game packs and stuff packs if they would consider that. Reason being, I feel like having so many expansion packs a year, even if one is good, it really dilutes the other ones, it drowns some of the hype, and in addition, most importantly, the task for quality assurance is even harder. As you keep adding more and more to this game and code, they're just gonna get more and more behind. I would say if these rumors are true, this actually could be great news for Sims 4. Again, these are just rumors, but if they actually did slow the pace down on major packs, I still think we need a Sims 5 instead, but at very least it would stop some of the bleeding. The report reads, with the announcement of Sims 4 Adventure Awaits, many are asking the age-old question, what's next for Sims 4 expansion packs? Rumors suggest this could be in fact the last expansion pack for a while the team behind Adventure Awaits shifts focus to long overdue base game updates, including quality of life improvements, system requirement changes, and fixing corruption, which of course we got a small update, but we still do not have resolved. Now, adding weight to this theory, a community member who is known for hacking into Sims 4 files recently pointed out that the pack version numbers hint that there will be 5 DLC releases to come before the next expansion pack. And if the recent roadmap leak is to be believed, these releases could come in the form of kits. So in other words, if there's going to be 5 more, it could just be kits. In a recent post on Twitter, he highlighted that there will be 5 DLC releases between Adventure Awaits and the next expansion pack. That gap lines up neatly with the roadmap, which lists the Autumn Apparel kit in October, as well as 2 Creator kits for November and 2 more kits coming in December. He also notes that the order is subject to change and should be taken as an estimate. In addition, we have some other people weighing in. In a recent tweet, user Sematically described the Adventure Awaits as a bit of a curtain call, suggesting we may not see a major release for a while, when another user replied, hoping that Maxis will use this as downtime to fix the game. Sematically responded with a winking emoji, a hint that behind the scenes efforts may be shifting towards long requested and long overdue base game updates. Now honestly, I don't know how people get their information. Sematically seems to have some kind of connections, but I cannot confirm what they are. I only know that they tend to know what is going on and have been right in numerous occasions. Again, that doesn't mean I trust them just on face value, but it is worth noting they have gotten things right many times in the past. In addition, we know that Maxis has assembled a dedicated team to address bugs, performance issues, and quality of life updates. After the Sims 4 for Rent expansion pack was discovered to be exacerbating already existing corruption issues, many players have been vocal about wanting the game fixed and modernized. Now, me personally, I don't care too much about modernized. I want it to be fixed as much as possible in terms of bugs. And yes, I do think some quality of life improvements would be great, but I think it does matter what we mean by modernized. I always argue that Sims 4 should just be Sims 4 and we should move on to Sims 5. I personally feel we should improve upon the systems we already have, fix some major bugs, and still continue to make progress to a new sequel. After all, I still think that Sims 4 has its limitations on what can be done. Now, one thing I will note is I don't know for sure, besides the winking emoji, if it's really going to be a long break. But we do need to recognize that if an expansion pack is releasing in October, there is naturally going to be a long break anyway, especially if they're kits for the rest of the year. The next expansion pack wouldn't come until the next year. That said, if they did actually reduce the pace of these major packs and really work on improving the game, at very least maybe they could improve their reputation. Now, what is planned for the base game overall? We also need to look back at a patch from August 19th. The August 19th patch for Sims 4 introduced a memory boost mode, which I did report on my channel. Many of you were skeptical it's going to make any difference. And I will say, while initially players didn't understand exactly what this does, a comment by some players revealed that the new version reduces lag, frees up memory, and prevents crashes. With the addition of the 64-bit of Sims 4 in 2015, updates to indoor lighting and effects, perhaps more performance improvements are on their way. Now, all in all, this could be good news, and I will say yes, generally it is. However, I'm still skeptical it's really going to be that big of a slowdown. Maybe if we could just get down to even 2 expansion packs a year, that would be great. But me personally, I would want just 1 expansion pack a year. You might say, Aaron, why do you want expansion packs at all? And I do understand that, but I'm just trying to be realistic. I don't see EA just doing no packs whatsoever. I will say, it feels to me like they have abandoned stuff packs and game packs, but it's always too soon to say because I believe the same as stuff packs and they came back randomly. All in all, I don't know how to feel about this news. Again, I still am somewhat excited about Adventure Awaits. However, that excitement has been very much dampened. My own game, it runs pretty well. I don't run into major issues, but I don't own for rent, so that's number one. I don't play long generations, and I also don't use any mods in my game. And just seeing people dispirited in general also makes me too, because I like to see people actually enjoying themselves. All in all, I really do hope this next expansion pack blows it out of the park, but at the same time, I would love it if there was not another one for quite some time. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you believe these rumors? To what extent? And what do you think would most help improve Sims 4? As always, please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.